for the 3K. Sirpreme. Craig. Done heard nothing that impressed me, so I had to go and write. I know the truth, I make the news, that shit you can't deny. Pay people's rent by buying beats, was never gonna use. Couldn't catch a vibe around the fit, I did that shit for you. Share meals via Uber Eats so fiends can get some food. Ain't talking about my circle G, the charity diffuse. Ain't never claimed a tax receipt, never asked for nothing, B. Charge the lessons to the game, learn loyalty a one-way street. Chillin' while I spark the tree, hitting like disaster. See, I know my boss was national since I got ducked by Master G. Self-made millionaires, bravely independent. I read that in your press release, a major label sent it. Throw away raps like this man's was gon' forget it. Submitting to the cash, yet the tracks was made on credit. Yo, capping to the max like your hats when you ain't dreaded. Try sticking to the facts on the wax or you'll regret it. Devil saw my work rate, realized he ain't compete. Said life's a game that's full of pain and man, you play for keeps. Fine line between ignorance and famous bravery. Just own your lane, work day to day, that's how it's made to be. Went and signed a label deal, yeah that shit ain't for me. Putting on the fan while I still fund my own release. Devil saw my work rate, realized he ain't compete. Said life's a game that's full of pain and man, you play for keeps. Tell the world that you a driller when you really just a tool. Yo, I feel like Mr. T the way I pity on these fools. Somewhere between a florist and a poet, man, it's cool. You claim to run the ball and then go kick it on the floor. When the shit pop off, my OG said let it breathe. Jokers play their hand to set the bellow up your sleeve. Poker face 100 grand, belly rumbling to eat. Know the cheaters never prosper when they running in the street. My man's in LA, seen the Dodgers flee. Sirens on the beat, came tripping round the north and said the pussy, this ain't breed. These rookies, some pretenders, rocky like Apollo Creed. Even though we raised on grit, we now be blood like family. RMF, we've been anointed by the plugs you never met. Folks that you don't know existing daily, give us our respect. You be all up in the comments, I'm messaging direct. Or your names be hella common, but a face I don't forget. Lie, devil saw my work rate, realized he ain't compete. Said life's a game that's full of pain and man, you play for keeps. Fine line between ignorance and famous bravery. Just own your lane, work day to day, that's how it's made to be. Went and signed a label deal, yeah that shit ain't for me. Putting on the fan while I still fund my own release. Devil saw my work rate, realized he ain't compete. So life's a game that's full of pain and man. Some mobs thinking they slick, I spit shit they don't believe. Ask the people around the north about the name. Think it all a bunch of talk because my record's squeaky clean. Why you think I studied law and spent years learning how to scheme? Semesters pushing pens, so I ain't never had to sit. You hit a clumsy lick, yo, who you think is more legit? Who you think can be more calculated? Numbers be the ends. Who been moving on the DIY, keeping the family fed? Never taught me what to think, only ever taught me how. So when they found my stash up in the basement, family kicked me out. My mama sat there heartbroken, known to scream and shout, but she never turned me in. Deep down I know she proud, even though she can't display it. Yo, she won't ever say it. Know her boys always had Costa Nostra running through their veins. Ain't none of this for clout, ain't none of this for rep. The only points I care to score are those my kids gon' inherit. Devil saw my work rate, realized he ain't compete. Said life's a game that's full of pain and man, you play for keeps. Fine line between ignorance and famous bravery. Just own your lane, work day to day, that's how it's made to be. Went and signed a label deal, yeah that shit ain't for me. Putting on the fan while I still fund my own release. Devil saw my work rate, realized he ain't compete. Said life's a game that's full of pain and man, you play for keys.